Hi, I'm Allison, and this little cutie is Leaf Flag by Benton Creek. And this little cutie is Muffin. Hi, Muffin. We'll talk more about Muffin later. For now, let's get to the cross stitch. Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed that intro. I will have some fun animal stuff at the end, so hang around for that. I'm filming today on the day before Thanksgiving. Again, my name is Allison. Thanks for coming to my Flosstube. We're going to do some cross stitch and quilting and animal stuff today. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. Let's get started. I wanted to start with some thank yous. Anyone who stopped by Instagram, Etsy shop, made a purchase, followed, favorited, thank you to everybody. Lots of nice comments here on YouTube, so I want to say thank you for that. I do have a couple Flosstube thank yous I'd like to shout out real quick here in the beginning. I want to say thank you to the Nightly Stitcher who showed my happy 4th. Thank you so much. So if you've never watched a Nightly Stitcher, head on over, especially if you like little fluffy dogs and antiquing, and she does lots of beautiful stitching. Next, I want to say thank you to Stitching with My Littly. They've been stitching and sharing my charts. It's a mother-daughter Flosstube. Lots of fun, so go check them out. And a thank you to Two Tall Stitchers. Mentioned me and mentioned the stitch along that's going to be starting January next year. I'm going to talk more about that in a little bit. And a thank you to Stitchy Friends, Flosstube number 44. They did Sarah did a Christmas parade, showed my Merry Sweet Squared, and I think I have that over here too. Yep, I've got some fun stuff to show today. I may have had a little too much caffeine this morning, so sorry if I'm talking fast. I'll try and slow down. I was also running around with the dogs. You'll see that at the end. So I'll start today with the quilts behind me. I've got 2, and I'm trying to get better at pulling patterns so I can share patterns with everyone. This pattern here is called the Friendship Sampler Mini Quilt Pattern. It's by Bev McCullough of Flamingo Toes. And she's having a Black Friday sale. Everything is 25% off, I believe. You just add stuff to your cart. I don't think you need a code. This was lots of fun. This one I did as a pattern test. I'm in her Facebook group, and she put out a call last year for pattern testers, and I answered it. So this is one of the ones I tested. And I stitched this in her Christmas Adventure fabric line. It's got these fun campers on the back. And I actually quilted this on my embroidery machine with a product called Clear Blue Tiles. It's made by Kimberbell. I'm not getting paid to say that. It's just something I bought and wanted to try. And it came out beautifully, but I can't take it down because it's clamped up there and the whole thing will fall over. I think I'll do a Christmas cross-stitch and quilt parade for my next Flosstube. We'll try and get that in before Christmas. Over here, this is the Regal Pines pattern by Chelsea Stratton Designs. It's Sherry and Chelsea at Moda. And it comes with the full size and the small size. And I did the smaller size. On the pattern, there is a white border on the inside. I left that out. I just put the green border, and it kind of looks like the trees are growing out of the ground. This I quilted on my Baby Lock Regalia. It's got a big Christmas tree pattern. It stitches up real nice and stitches pretty quick. Okay, those are my quilts today. I'm surrounded by stuff, so I hope you have your stitching. I've got lots of fun stuff to share. Let's start with how about works in progress, and then we'll do finishes. So I've got several that I'm working on, including a new start since the last Flosstube. So since last time, I started the Vintage Christmas Sampler by Lori Hull. I'm hoping to finish it by Christmas. It's not too big a chart. Here's some of the details on the back if you're interested. I'm stitching mine on 14 count Fabric Flair Peppermint Candies fabric. Let me show you how far oh, it's got a string on it. And I'm using the called for DMC. I've had this for a while. It's just one of those things that I bought a while ago and I never started stitching it, and I thought, gee, I'd really like to stitch that. Like all of us, we have huge piles of stuff we'd like to stitch. So here's where I am. I've got the top row done. And there's a little boo-boo in here, but I'm leaving it. On this, the candy's supposed to be the light pink with the dark pink as an accent, but I actually like it, so I'm leaving it. Look at that fabric. Isn't that fun? Again, that's 14 count fabric flare peppermint candies. Can I finish by Christmas? That's the big question. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the floor. I've got a basket over here, but it's pretty full. Then I'm working on the temperature cross stitch by Fat Quarter Shop. I started this at the beginning of the year. That's what the pattern is going to look like when it's done. And I'm stitching it twice because I decided I needed to stitch a high temperature and a low temperature, because if you missed the first one, I'm in Arizona, so it's, you know, hot, really hot, and stupid hot. So if I just did an average temperature, I feel like the whole thing would be one color. I've got two. We've got the high temperatures, and I'm so excited. We're out of the red zone. Look at that. There's some green and yellow, a little bit of pink, orange, but this is the summer. And I actually added 2 additional reds to the chart to account for the high temperatures. So those are the highs, and then I'll show you my lows. And you stitch one little, one of these crosses every day. And there's the lows. And I think I'm caught up through yesterday, actually. And one thing that I discovered that I really should have taken care of earlier was I grabbed just a couple of hoops for these. I put the high temperature in the blue hoop and the low temperature in the pink hoop. I should have done it the other way, because there's been a couple of times where just, you know, when you think kind of cold, you think green and blue. And I've picked this up and I've stitched 3 or 4 days, and you have to rip it all out because you stitched the wrong one on the wrong fabric. So there's those. Look at the difference. That's fun. Okay. Let me put that away. And all of these I keep in different kinds of project bags. This is the Vintage Christmas Sampler. These mesh bags are from Fat Quarter Shop. I really like those. And the temperature one I've got in one of these Lori Holt bags. They're a panel, and then you have to sew them. I got a sheep on this one. Focus. Well, there we go. Super cute. And now, if you've been here for Flosstube 1 and 2, we have Hold Tight Halloween Cross Stitch. Oh, this bag I made. I made this project bag. I do not have any more. I made a couple for the shop and they sold. I do have an Etsy shop if this is your first time watching. It's to help support our animal sanctuary. I'll talk a little bit about that later. This is Hold Tight by Twin Peak Primitives. And I did not finish in time for Halloween, partly because I came up with a new design I needed to get stitched in the shop, and partly because the chart's in black and white and a lot of the symbols are similar, and I get kind of tired eyes at the end of the night when I stitch, so sometimes I just don't stitch on it. But my chicken has a hat. So that's the entirety of my progress since the last Flosstube, is doing the hat on the chicken. And I started this up here, and I went down, and I outlined it. And I went around, coming all the way back, and it didn't match. I was off. So I ripped it all out, and then I fixed it. And luckily, I was just doing half stitches, so it didn't take too long. I'm going to keep working on this one, kind of as I have the time, when I feel like it. No pressure. I don't like to have too many stitches going, and I don't like to feel like I'm behind or I'm pressured to finish things. Here's another one that I haven't done much. I haven't done anything, but I actually made just a bit of progress. My chicken club, this is Hattie. This is number 3. Almost all 12 are out now. I think they're on number 10 or 11. So I'm collecting them as they come out. And I did this last night. I got the outline and I started filling in here. And what happened with this one was I had this whole area filled in with the red by mistake, and the red actually goes up on the comb, and like the whole thing. I had the whole thing filled in. Sorry, that was my phone. And this was right around the time when Daisy, my Chihuahua, who had congestive heart failure and renal disease, and she passed away. So it just kind of got set aside for a while. But I do want to finish it, and I think I'll always remember Daisy whenever I look at this one. So I got a little bit done. I'll keep it in my rotation. Okay. This one this comes out of a book, and I'm actually doing the stitching and the quilting. It's the Bonnie and Camille Quilt Bee. This is the book. Yay! Sorry. Sometimes I feel like a bit of a teacher. Look here, this is what I'm doing. This is the Shine Bright Sampler Stitch Alongs. So Fat Quarter Shop is hosting a stitch along for this, and you can get this off their blog. This is the schedule. So this was for November, this section here. And this runs all the way until October of next year, which is great. And I like that. Again, this book, the first time they did a quilt along and stitch along, I bought it. I didn't get to it, and it went too fast. This is a good pace, and I've seen some of you on Instagram have been nice enough to tag me and message me and let me know you're doing this one too. That's really exciting. So I like seeing everybody else's progress. I'm stitching this with the called for Cosmo thread pack, which has also been on my shelf. Sorry, I have a pillow back here and it keeps moving. So those are the threads. And it's my first time stitching with Cosmo. And I'll be completely honest, I don't notice a difference between this and DMC. I really don't. Maybe it's because I'm stitching on 14 count. If you notice a difference, you can certainly put something in the comments and let me know. But I did finish for November. And I'm stitching on Fabric Flare 14 count. Pale gray gingham. This is going to be lots of fun. I like that. And I do stitch in Q-snaps. I have a tendency to just take them all apart, and I've got a big pile of pieces, and then I'll make whatever size I need. So as this gets bigger, I'll make it bigger at the bottom. But these little they're magnetic cord holders. You can get them on Amazon. So they're just holding the extra in the back, and this is just a Kleenex in case I have lotion on, so if I touch it, it doesn't wipe off. I stitch with 2 hands, so when I stitch, I take this part and I clamp it in a floor stand that I hold kind of down here. You can't see it. It'll sit above my lap, and I stitch with the left hand on top and my right hand on the bottom, so I can kind of go like that. It works for me. I'm right-handed, but for some reason that works for me. This I've got in another bag from Fat Quarter Shop. This was the Bountiful mesh project bag. I think they still have them. It's big. I love it. So I can put a big stitch in here, and before I started this, I had quilt blocks in here for something, a project that I completed, that I forgot to put on the pile to show you. I finished my Lori Holt Farm Girl quilt top. I'll have to show that next time. Okay, those are my works in progress. Then I have, let's see, let's do some finishes and some things that are coming up. I've got like a pile of baskets, so It may not necessarily be in any particular order, so let's just go down the row. A bird just flew by my window. I thought it was going to hit the window. It's kind of funny. Okay, this, let's see what's in here. Oh, this is something that needs to go in that basket. I think I have it in here twice, actually. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to set this aside. I'll get to that. We'll go down the row, like I said. Oh, at the beginning, I have a couple finishes, not fully finished though. I showed Leaf Flag by Bent Creek, and this is my first stitch on 25 count, 2 strands over 2 squares. It's finished but not FFO'd. And I did do this in a Q-snap. Let's see how close I can get, if you can see. It's an even weave. There you go. With good lighting and having this nice and taut in the Q-snap, I didn't have a problem. I was really surprised. So of course, you know, I had to buy some 25 count, but we'll get to that when we get to haul. But what I thought I would show is I used colors I had on hand. And I did have, it's charted in Classic Colorworks and DMC, and I did use Classic Colorworks. You can kind of see my chicken scratch. I change things sometimes as I go. But one thing I did was, the leaf has one color here and one color here, and I couldn't decide which color to use in the pumpkin. So I took one strand of that color and one strand of that color, and that's how I got the color of the pumpkin. The oranges were Pumpkin Harvest, that's this top one, and then this is Marmalade. Those are Classic Colorworks. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. Pillow, frame, any ideas? It's really cute. And I have this one, it's still in its bag because I haven't done the finishing yet. Oh, here's the fabric. Let me show you the fabric. It's Barley Vintage Cloth 25 count Lugana by Lori Holt. There you go. Sorry for the glare, it's in plastic and I'm in front of windows. It is absolutely the best light. And I got another mesh project bag from Fat Quarter Shop. I really like these because you can kind of see what's inside. And this was part of one of their stitch quarterlies, I think, but I don't get those. So when they're done, they put extra stuff on sale, and this had a cute pumpkin on it, so I bought the bag. So we set that down. I gotta do something about this pillow. I'm in this office chair, and it leans like way back and you can't adjust it because I cheaped out when I bought the chair. So I have to put a pillow behind me. Look, another mesh project bag. Shocker. What's on this one? Oh, this is really cute. This is an enamel charm from Bev McCullough Flamingo Toes. This one says Quilt Shop. There we go. In here, dun, 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 dun. This is the December monthly markings, heart in hand. I've been working on these all year. I do one a month. So this was the last one. These are on 10 count Heritage Vintage Cloth by Lori Holt. Lori Holt, I believe it's called. Excuse me, no that. But it's 10 count Heritage. And it's 4 strands of Weeks Dye Works over 1 square. And I just used whatever colors I had on hand. These are charted in Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Art. So if I have the matching color, I go ahead and I use the matching color. That's what the little dash line means. If I don't, I pick something close to it or something that I think looks good. These go on my little tin, which I've shown. And I'll probably show it again next time because this will be the last one. There he is. Obviously not an Arizona reindeer because I think this is what they call snow. We don't get that here. We actually did get some one year. It was quite a, it's a big deal if we get snow where we are. Oh, yep, there we go. 10 count, even weave, vintage cloth. Heritage, I was right. There you go. And the colors for these are on the back. Okay. All right. Oh, it's starting to get messy. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to show some fun full finishes, and I have a few things from my mom to show too. And then I do have some haul, and then I've got some fun quilty stuff over here, and I do have some fun stuff that's in the Etsy shop. I found an old cross stitch hanging in the garage. I have no idea when I did this. If you did this and you know how old this is or where it's from, I'm guessing it was from some little kit. It's got one of these little plastic frames, and I apparently just shoved some cardboard in the back. I didn't put a date or anything on it. It's cute though. Guess I'll hang it back in the garage. And then I have a cute one to show that my mom did. I think this came from Cross Stitch magazine. I can't remember if I showed it already. If I did, sorry, but oh well. It's a Hobby Lobby frame. It's a cute hedgehog and mushrooms. And she surprised me with that and brought it to a stitchy meeting. We have a stitchy group here that we go to. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to show you. I did show this last time, but I'm going to show you two of them and you'll see why. So this is my new chart called Gingerbread Lane. It's in my Etsy shop. The Etsy shop is AZfamilyzoo. It's linked in my profile here. Money goes to help the animals. And I talked a little about the finishing. And you can see the fabric I did this on. It's called White Snow on Aqua Dyed Effect. And my mom decided to stitch it, and this is in a frame with glass already. I hope it's not too glary. And she used I think it's it's 14 count opalescent. I think it's called Minty Green. Oh, yeah, a little bit of glare, sorry. There we go. We'll just kind of put it in front of the window there, or in front of the camera. It came out really good on that fabric. I like that. So she had a question for everybody. Are you ready for a question? Are you ready? See, this is like school. Pencils down! No, I'm just kidding. She bought these cute little things. Let me take them out of the... Oh goodness. There's a lot more in this bag than I thought. I'm going to take them out of the little baggie. These are so cute. I think she got these at Hobby Lobby. They're just little... It's like a little tiny thing of ornaments. This looks like a little book. Isn't that cute? And it even has like a little binding. And then on the back, it's a little tiny little letter. It'll focus. Give it just a second. There we go. There's a tree outside my window, and there's a cute little chipmunk, and he's like going up and down the tree. There he goes. And that's the back of the envelope. Look at that. That's really detailed. I wonder if there's anything inside of it. No, it's just folded. Okay, what else? Oh, holiday baking. Merry memories. And Dear Santa, I can explain. Please get me off the naughty list. There you go. And another little letter. And Dear Santa, I have been very, very, very good. Another little guy. So she framed it, and then she was thinking of maybe putting some of these on the frame. Oh, apparently the box of ornaments opens. You know, kind of putting them around on the outside. couldn't really decide if it would look good or if it would be distracting. So would love to know what you think. I think it looks good in the frame. I think all these little things are really cute, but I think they might go better on a different kind of finishing. I don't know. Let us know in the comments. We'll read the comments. So that gives you kind of two different looks for Gingerbread Lane. Again, this is in my Etsy shop. And I talked more about that last time. These little guys, I'll just say it one more time, if you have those little tart tins with the little sticky board, these fit inside. So you don't have to do anything special to make them fit. Now I have a pile of little things here. Okay. I'm going to show two more framed finishes. And these are Christmas, and these are my designs. And I'll do a full Christmas cross-stitch finish parade next time. I have a lot of Christmas cross-stitch. But I wanted to show these because these stitch up quick and easy if you're looking for a Christmas stitch. And it's my channel, my design, so I'm going to show it. And I will say, just really quick, if you like shopping on Etsy, there are a lot of good small businesses out there. So when you're doing your holiday shopping and Black Friday shopping, have a look. I do a lot of my shopping on Etsy. Sometimes if you need some kind of fabric or a certain floss or something you can't find, you can find it on Etsy. Okay, this is called Coyote Christmas. Stitched on 14 count chalkboard black, Ada. This is my only, no, it's one of two charts that I've charted in Classic Colorworks, but it comes with a DMC conversion. And this is my original design. And this frame is just a simple white frame. And this is washi tape, so I just put the tape around it to make it look more Christmassy. So this is available in the Etsy shop. And I've got one more little Christmas one. This is the one that Sarah showed on Stitchy Friends. This is called Merry Sweet Squared. Here you go. And again, it's a white frame, Christmas washi tape. You can stitch these, you know, all together like that, or maybe you've got to do a smalls exchange and you can pick, you know, if you just want to do a gingerbread or the house or the cocoa, you can do that. You can stitch one at a time. Sorry, I'm getting a text message. So, there you go. And if you missed the first Flosstube, I have a strange sense of humor. So those are the fully finished objects, mom stuff. Ooh, let's look at what I bought. I try not to buy a lot. The past few years I've really shopped the sales and sort of collected things, especially Black Friday and holiday sales. So I'm pretty much to the point where I really don't need a lot and I can pull from stash. I did get these and they're still in the bubble wrap, but that's fine. These are from Fat Quarter Shop. These are their floss boxes. And they have a magnetic closure on it. Let me zoom in. There you go. And they fit up and down the Aurifil or Aurifloss spools, but you don't have to use them for that. They were a couple dollars, so I had to get a few because I have a lot of floss. So I bought some. What's in the basket? Oh, okay. So I told you I enjoyed stitching on the 25 count. And since I didn't have any 25 count, I had to buy some 25 count. So right now I'm still, everything kind of in my whip pile is 14 count. 14 count is my favorite. But I'm going to start trying to do some of the more, I don't know, maybe intricate cross stitch on the 25 count, or things that I know I want to make a pillow, or on my list is a biscornu. That's been on my list. It's also, I have my patterns over there on the shelf. It's on the shelf. This is the, so I bought 3 colors of the Vintage Cloth 25 count even weave because I really liked the one that I did with the leaf flag. It was easy to see. This is the oatmeal color. And it's got that dyed look to it, the mottled look. M-O-T-T-L-E-D. And I bought Cloud, which I would classify kind of as an antique weight. So Cloud. A little bit of a yellow undertone. Okay. Oh, I just noticed my camera has a timer. That's convenient. I always wonder how long I'm talking. Now I know. Shadow, which is like a light gray. Here you go. And the Zweigart Vintage Country Mocha 25 count. This looks pretty, this is Lugana. This looks pretty even too. So I haven't tried this one yet, but I really like the color on that. It looks like a tea dye. Which again is on my list to do some tea dyeing. I actually have some cheap tea and white Ada, and I do want to do some tea dyeing. I'm thinking I should make a video. Let me know what you think. I always forget to say like, subscribe, comment. So like, subscribe, comment. How's that? That would be great. Especially the thumbs up. I think it helps people find your video and helps YouTube direct it to people's home pages. What's in here? Oh, I got some good stuff, including one that I'm going to save to the end. There will be a giveaway at the end, and I do have the announcement for the giveaway from last Flosstube number 2. When I was doing my stitching the past month or so, I noticed I really didn't have a lot of fall patterns. So I bought a couple small ones. Oh, this has a little button with it. Wow, this has a lot of colors. Maybe I should have looked at this a little bit first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19 colors? There's 19 colors in this. There you go. It's a Lizzie Kate, apparently a Boxers series called Autumn. Yeah, Autumn. It's hard for me to see as I'm filming. I have a screen over here that flips out from the back of the camera, and all the text is backwards as I'm filming. And then I got another Lizzie Kate. This is called Turkey Time. This also has a cute little button on the inside. I can't show the buttons because the charts are on the inside. This also has quite a few colors. This has two stitches. I like the little turkey. I don't know if I'll stitch the little pilgrim, but I really like the little turkey, so I got that. And there was another purchase that went with this along the same theme. Well, no, same designer. I'll talk more about that later. Okay, here comes the crinkle. There. Like pulling off a Band-Aid. Get it over with quick. Okay, let's see. Oh, I found more cloth in here. I forgot. These weren't a recent purchase, but I bought a 14 count fiber on a whim pistachio. I thought it was pretty, so I would show it. I'll take this one out of the bag so it doesn't reflect as much. There you go. Lots of different shades and tones in this one. Very pretty. No idea what I'm going to stitch on it. I'm kind of watching my light. The sun is in a different position now, and I don't get as much light as I do during the summer. And under the I'm not quite sure what I was thinking category, but it was on sale, so I bought one. It's a 28 count antique white linen. I've never stitched on linen. I may not even do this. Maybe not even next year. I don't know when I'm going to do this. I'm going to have to be feeling very brave and very caffeinated probably. But it's on sale. So one thing about, buying things like this when they're on sale, it's kind of nice because then if something comes up and you decide, hey, you know what, I feel like I want to try something different, you can just go grab it off your shelf. But this is my only piece of linen. I am not going to buy any more until I try this and I know that it's something I enjoy. And if I don't enjoy it, I'll give it away. How's that? We'll use it for giveaway. I did buy some Q-snaps. I'll show them in case you've never bought one. I bought and this is how they come. Like this says 8x8. So if you put this together per the instructions, You know, it's got the plastic pieces, and then these are the clamps that hold your fabric in place. You will get an 8 by 8 square. This will give you an 11 by 11. And then this will give you a 17-inch square. Then you can also buy parts. I bought 4 of these. These are just extension parts. So what tends to happen is I'll have a piece maybe that I need this size for, and I'll put it together and I'll use it. And then over on my shelf, I have a big bag with all my Q-snap parts. They never go back in this bag. They just get thrown in the other bag, and then I have to start figuring out what goes with what to get the size I need. That's why I like these too. So that, let's say I'm using this one, and I want another one this size, but all I have is this. I can add those little extension parts and make it bigger. I really like these. They do well in my frame. I like stitching with the frame. I've tried stitching in hand. I know a lot of people like to stitch in hand, but I find that I like death grip the fabric and then I end up getting a hand cramp. And I've got really big hands, so it's not the most comfortable thing for me. Let's see. Ooh, this is fun. So I already mentioned I do some designs. You heard it here first, and here goes the pillow again. I'm going to have new designs next year. I've already started on something. It's something I've wanted to design for a long time. I have a huge pile of things I want to design. And sometimes I get frustrated because I'll come up with an idea for a series or a certain type of chart, and I can't get to it right away because of the animals, and I work, and we do, you know, I do sew. And for me, it takes a long time to do the charts. I don't draw, so I sit there and I click the squares until I figure out how to get whatever shape I want to look like the thing that I'm thinking about. So sometimes when I'm getting ready to finally design something, another designer comes out with what I've been thinking of, and I scrap the idea. And I was talking to my husband about it, and he says, well, don't scrap the idea. He says, it's your idea. You're not copying them. Just do it. And he's right. And this one I decided to do. I can't show you the design. I haven't stitched it yet, but here we go. I did pick my colors, so I'll show you the colors. And this should come out, I'm hoping in January, if not in February. These are, well, as long as it shows up well in the fabric. These are the colors that I have it charted with. Sometimes when I test stitch, I change the colors. Ooh. And this is going to be a series. And that's all I'm going to say, because if I say more, you'll figure it out. And I think that's it. Yep. I do have something else I do want to share, but it's not quite ready to share. Gosh, I hope I didn't just show something. Nope, backside. And it's... Anyway, I'll talk more about that later. So get ready for that. Coming soon. Let's see. Okay, so I have done the entire stack on this side. I'm going to show you some of my quilting and some things in the shop. And then we'll do the winner from the last Flosstube. And I'm going to talk about, after that, we'll do the giveaway for this one. I'm going to talk more about the stitch along that's coming in January. Okay, here we go. Let's show some fun things that I worked on. I made 2 pillows. These are free patterns you can get from Beth McCullough Flamingo Toes. You can Google it and find these on her blog. Patchwork pumpkin pillow. And these make 24-inch finished pillows. You can always make them smaller if you want to leave off the borders. And then the patchwork leaves pillow. And I made both of these. She's got some Christmas ones. I'm hoping to make them, but I don't know if I'll be able to get them done for Christmas. Okay, and here is the pillow form that I bought. I still can't link things in the comments below. I think by the next video I'll be able to. So this is the pillow I bought on Amazon. I think they're called lead-in pillows. I bought a 24-inch. They're really squishy, very uniform feeling. And of course they're on sale for Black Friday if you need to buy more. So let's show you the... Ooh, they're so soft and squishy. This is the pumpkin, and this is made with my mind just drew a total blank. This is Bev's fabric called Haunted Adventure. I'll zoom in a little bit. You can see some of the fabric detail. So Halloween, but not ultra Halloween. Like if you have this out on your bed or something, it just looks fall. It's so squishy. I love these pillows. Pom-pom trim. This is the Simplicity trim. You can get that on Amazon too. These are, I don't know, about 1/2 inch. Boink, boink, boink. And the envelope back, this is not Bev's fabric. This is just a bolt of fabric I bought on sale. I'll buy fabric bolts on sale to use for things like this. Quilt backs, pillow backs, things like that. There's that one. Oh, it's just, it's so squishy. Okay. And then this one is the patchwork leaves. And these I did entirely on a domestic sewing machine. Again, this is the Haunted Adventure line. I'll scooch in. I think this background is a different background because I only had enough. Yeah, I only had enough background for the other one. This is a Lori Holt background. A piece of fuzz right here. That is the patchwork leaves. Oh, I'll show the quilting. All I did, I don't know if it shows up. Let me grab the other one. Is use, some people call it a wave stitch, or it's also serpentine stitch on my sewing machine. In fact, this is kind of good to show. On this one I did the black with black thread, and then I did the white with white thread, the white areas. Can you see the squiggly stitch? I think you can see it. I'm having a hard time seeing it as I'm filming. But these are fun, and I actually have a couple more of these pillows, but I already switched them out for spring and I forgot to show my spring ones. So these are the 2 pillows. Okay, I'm going to show some things that are in my shop. The shop, again, I started in 2019 as a way to help raise money for our animal sanctuary. It's a way for people to get something nice for themselves, and you know, we don't really feel comfortable taking money from people. Although we do have a donation button on the website. We are not a nonprofit. It's not tax deductible. And I do want to say thank you. We got another donation this week. It's very nice. It's very helpful. We spend so much money on them, and that's by our choice. So we are not, I'm not soliciting money. I'm just letting everyone know. Okay, I have 2 project bags left. I've got one of each top color. This is the gray one. And I make these. These are nice and fuzzy and soft. These are a felt. Oh, I get a bunny outside my window now. We have a lot of desert cottontail rabbits. They're very cute. Nice heavy duty. They're by Annie zippers. And they're piece of fuzz. It's got a white snowflake on the inside. And these are quilted. That's that same stitch, if you couldn't see it on the pillow. So I've got one with the gray top. And all the measurements are on my site, my Etsy shop. And then I've got one with the blue top. If you don't well, I know everybody watches probably cross stitches, but if you know people who don't cross stitch but they quilt, or if they travel, this is great for putting, you know, socks, underwear, that kind of thing in. It'll keep it separate from all your other stuff in your luggage. So those are in the shop. Okay, the next item I'm going to show, and I have 2 left. I made several of these, and I actually made them last year and I didn't sell a single one. But this year, they're not flying out the door, but if you like this, go buy it. So I put these together from a panel. This is a dog advent calendar. This is big. I'll show it up close. Okay, I'm going to come in. Just the top. And it's got the numbers and the pockets. On the inside of these pockets, I lined all of these with a lightweight interfacing to make this more durable and to keep it looking nice. The back I put on a fusible fleece, and there's a pattern. There's a tag here. And I did the binding on these. This is quilter's cotton. It's very good fabric. I'm very picky about my things. I don't make cheap and I don't sell cheap because I want things to last. And then I've got these ribbons. So you have to get a dowel rod yourself or put it on a hanger, or like I hang one in my quilting room and I actually just, I just clip it. So you can use these, not use these. But I like to make things to last. I want people to enjoy things. So there's 2 of these left. And you can put little dog biscuits and stuff inside of it. So if you like them, go grab one. Or grab 2. I think I may have a few more of these, but I won't have time to make them this year. These took forever to make. They're very labor intensive, but they do look really nice. And I do have to fold them to ship them, but you can iron them and get any wrinkles out. Okay. I have a big sale on jewelry in my shop. My shop started with jewelry. After the pandemic, jewelry didn't do as well, so I started incorporating other things. Here's just some examples. I have some Christmas charm bracelets. There's all different kinds, and there's Christmas earrings, and then there's a bunch of non-Christmas items. There's snowflake wintry items, and there's jewelry in general, bowl closies. There's all sorts of stuff in my shop, so have a look. And I think I'm going to work on getting more cross-stitch charts, and I want to get into making quilt patterns. Shipping has become very expensive. I don't charge for shipping. It may be something I have to address at some point. Okay, we're going to have a little fun here. Ready? I made some oven mitts. These are snowmen. These are quilted. These have what's called insole brights on the inside and also batting. I use, not this pair, but I use these in my own kitchen, and I road tested them, you know, taking cookies in and out of the oven and taking everything out of the oven. They work great. And what's funny is I made us some specifically for our kitchen, and I put them in the drawer with the older ones, and my husband's afraid to use them and get them dirty, and I told him that's fine. It's got a loop if you like to hang them. So I've got 3 pair. If you like them, grab them. Snowmen. These are ornaments. Gotta keep you entertained, right? It's Santa. There's Santa. Again, these all have the hanging loop on them. So those are the oven mitts. And I just have a few more Christmas items, and then we'll go on to the winner and the giveaway. And some animal stuff at the end, so if you like the animals, stay tuned to the end. I made some doggy collar covers. The collar slides on the inside in here. This is Christmas Adventure fabric line. They're reversible. So you can pick whichever side you want. And sorry, I've got a sticky note in here so I know what's what. They're all a little bit different. This is the smaller size, and I've got a couple different sizes, so I didn't pull them all to show. You can visit the shop if you want to get your doggy or cat. Actually, these, if your cat wears a cat collar, these would probably fit a cat. These are small. And then I've got a blue one. Oh, sorry, piece of fuzz. And this has an argyle on the back. These are a little bit bigger. Pink. Pink argyle on the back. And I do starch my fabric before I do any sewing, and I press it, so these are nice and these will hold up really well. I have 2 stockings left. I made a bunch of stockings last year. I only have 2 left. This one has snowflakes. And this has like a velvet felty velvet. And these are lined with fusible fleece on the inside, so they're soft on the inside, and it helps kind of keep their structure. And I have the hanging loop so you can hang that up. And I have one other stocking. I didn't really have time to sew a bunch of things for the shop this year. Again, I'm looking at making some changes to the shop, so I'm not adding as much to my inventory. This one has a super fuzzy cuff. Fluffy. Again, it's got the hook. One of the things I'll just say about the shop was I was actually getting ready to do my very first craft fair, craft event. It was in conjunction with another animal rescue, and you had to pay a fee to have your table, but it was a donation to the rescue, and that's right before COVID hit, and I actually made a banner and everything. So that didn't happen for a couple years. Then they started happening again, but the amount of time it takes to go to these places, you have to pay and set up and to sit there all day. And if I'm selling, you know, things that are $10 or $20, I have to sell a lot to offset the fee to sit there. So I just haven't really done anything. Oh, I forgot to show these. Okay, back to this. I'm doing the quilt along as well as the stitch along. So I did the November blocks. There's this. And these are Bonnie and Camille fabrics. I've kind of collected them as they went on sale, and now I'm actually getting to use them. That one. And oh, I made my bee block a little bit different. You see on here, see how this has the blue background? When I look at this, I immediately go to this blue background, and I did not like that, so I changed mine to a white background. I feel like it just distracts from everything, and there's all these little fuzz things. But here's the bee. Which, when I sewed it together, I sewed the wings upside down and had to rip apart and do again. It happens. It happens too frequently. Okay, I think that's everything. How are we at time-wise? Oh, 52 minutes, that's good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll start wrapping things up. I'm going to announce the giveaway winner. Last time I asked, sorry, I said I asked people to tell me how often they like to see charts come out. That was very helpful. You had a good chance of winning. I think there were 6 or 7 people who answered. And what I do is I assigned a number to everybody, and then I use a random comment generator, or random number generator. And the winner that came up, Bibbidi Bo, I'm guessing probably Bibbidi Boo, but it's Bibbity BO 3133. Congratulations. Yay! Send me an email at azfamilyzoo@gmail.com. Let me know that you're over 18, and I will send you one of my charts. So go to my Etsy shop and pick one out. And I'll put that on the screen. Okay, I'm going to talk about sorry, I'm starting to get tired. The stitch along for next year. I'm going to be doing a stitch along next year with 2 tall stitchers. It's going to be a Lizzie Kate series stitch along. And I did show the series last time, so I'm not going to go through and show the whole thing. What I did was, when I ordered from 123 Stitch, they've got all the Lizzie Kate charts. I just said again. I ordered one to include for this week for the giveaway. So this week's giveaway is this Lizzie K chart. I picked the Be Kind to Animals, and I'll be sewing all of these. There's 6 in this series. You can actually see them here on the back. So this is this one. And these have a little tiny button on the inside. I can't show it because the inside is the chart. So this is going to be the giveaway this week. Do me a favor, and if you'd like to enter the giveaway, like the video, please be a subscriber. That would be really helpful. Thank you. And then leave a comment below with the word animal. That's easy enough to do. So this is Be Kind to Animals, so leave a comment with the word animal. I've got another bunny going out there again. I need to set up a bunny cam. Open to everybody. It's flat. It'll ship. If you're international, please don't feel like you can't enter. This should be okay to ship. It's not like things like these. If you buy this from my, or if you want to buy this from my Etsy shop and you're international, send me an email. We have to verify shipping first. Stuff like this sometimes costs $20 to ship. It's ridiculous. It's so crazy how expensive it is. So that's our giveaway. So make sure you go ahead and comment with the word animal if you're interested in winning that. And I think that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Thanksgiving. Watch after I'm done talking if you want to see some animal stuff. I'm going to talk more about Muffin the guinea pig, and I did a little filming of the dogs, so that'll be lots of fun. If you don't want to watch animal stuff, bye. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great Thanksgiving, great holiday season, and I hope to be back before Christmas doing a Christmas chart parade. See you, everybody. Muffin came to us from the Arizona Humane Society. She came with another guinea pig named Sally, who unfortunately passed away. Muffin and Sally had been sitting at the Humane Society for quite some time. So we brought them home because we had the room. We've had her for several years. There you go, sweetie. She's a little camera shy. And about a year ago, she had a cyst removal surgery. She did really well. She's not really caring for the camera, so there we go. We'll let Muffin enjoy her snack. We do have another critter right over here, but he's sleeping. Jose the chinchilla is over here. I think you can see his tail. That's about it. We're not going to annoy him. How about a little bonus dog content? Get that out of the way. That's Rosie. There you go, Rosie. Rosie loves my husband. Libby. And Jacqueline. Oh, you dropped yours, Jacqueline. Hi, ladies. I'll do their stories another time. We've already done Libby's, but I'll get Rosie and Jacqueline's stories on another video. Whee! Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a happy Thanksgiving.